Let's talk about the government shutdown. Now, this has been ongoing. It's funny we talk about the segment, our U.S. and world segment here on Who's Left. It's called Who Cares, because we want to tie these national stories back to Indiana, and this shutdown and everything that goes along with it really is getting intimately into Hoosiers' lives at this point. So this week, as the shutdown nears becoming the longest in U.S. history, the Guardian's reporting that the U.S. is set to lose between $7 and $14 billion as a result of the ongoing shutdown, according to the Congressional Budget Office. On Wednesday, the nonpartisan federal agency released its estimates in a new report to the House Budget Committee as the government shutdown reaches 4 weeks. This shutdown will also reduce the U.S. GDP by 1 to 2 percentage points in the fourth quarter of 2025. The word you're looking for there is recession. Republicans Now, one way to end this shutdown, according to President Donald Trump, is for Republicans in the Senate to end the filibuster. But GOP leaders quickly pushed back on that. They thought they were, on track to reopen the agencies as soon as next week. Then Trump threw this complication into the mix overnight on Thursday when he revived calls for Republicans to invoke the nuclear option and eliminate the 60-vote threshold for passing most legislation. Without it, Republican senators could reopen the government on their own. But many GOP senators have vocally defended the filibuster, including Senate Majority Leader John Thune, calling the 60-vote rule a fundamental feature of the Senate and one that works to conservatives' benefit in the long run. Jackson, let me just ask you a quick question. Now you're running for the House. The Senate's not quite in your sights yet. What do you think of the filibuster? Now, the Democrats have been afraid to use it when we've had the Senate to do big necessary things, maybe hamstringing ourselves. Is this the Republicans showing restraint here, or are they up to something else?
I think that the filibuster is, like, the Democrats have been largely weak on this point. Like, we actually had a filibuster-proof Senate and House under Obama, and then what did we get? We got the ACA. It comes full circle because we could have had Medicare for all for the last 20, almost 20 years now, but we've squashed that chance, and now the fascists are in power, and they're just gonna bend our arm however they can. So I think that when Democrats get in power, we just get how they're running through walls, breaking the Constitution, doing everything they can to implement their fascist agenda. I think, Beto O'Rourke said this when he was in Indiana. When we get in power, we got to get in that car like we stole it and deliver for the people. Right now we have a rogue Supreme Court that took away women's right to control their own bodies. The Supreme Court is probably going to hear about, gay marriage soon again. And, I think when Democrats get in power, we got to do anything we can to implement human rights and then close the gate right behind us, I'd say. Human rights are off the table. We should be fighting for gay marriage, interracial marriage, women's rights, healthcare, education, all these things. And, however we can do that, that's how we should do that. It's by the end of the day, it's the policy that matters. And, the Republicans are trying to destroy the government. This whole shutdown is because the Republicans want to give even larger tax write-offs to the top 1% in this nation. We have the largest redistribution of wealth from us working people to the top 1% in American history. And all the Democrats are asking for, you guys can have that same bill, but save the ACA credits. Just give us health care. Just keep a little bit of health care for us at home, and that you guys can get whatever you want. And the Republicans are willing to shut down the government and making tens of thousands of people starve. And, just having a hostage that they're willing to shoot. So it's nonsense. It's authoritarian. We say this word a lot. It's fascist. These people are insane. The Republican Party is the largest, it's the most dangerous organization on the planet. They're destroying the planet. This planet isn't simply just dying. It's getting murdered by people like the people in the Senate and the House right now, with fossil fuels, with genocide, war. They're starving, all these things. We got to fight tooth and nail, and that's why this fight is so important.
100%. So, and Thune is right when he says that the filibuster benefits conservatives. It has always been a minoritarian institution. The Senate is already a minoritarian institution. The filibuster makes it even more so. It is always, since the beginning of this country, since our Constitution was written, it was meant to be a check on the power of the people.